Hey guys, this is my 52 4-8N tractor. What I'm going to do today is replace the manifold gasket. As you can see, it blew out on cylinder number 4. So I need to swap out the gasket. First off, I'm going to start by disconnecting the intake going into the carburetor. It's just flathead screwdriver, and then secondly I'll be disconnecting the fuel line. And let's see, pipe. Looks like a home fabricated pipe. So the next thing I got to do is disconnect the fuel line. It's 7/16. This is where the fuel line goes into the carburetor, and make sure your fuel's turned off at the bowl. It's not seized on. Might get a little drip coming out. We'll wait and see here in a second. And I got a little oil pan below it. That's just the fuel that's in the line. So you have your linkages that go into the carburetor, and the way to actually take those off is pull back. As you can see, it opens it there and allows you to pop it off just like that. So the next step you want to do is you want to disconnect your exhaust from the manifold. Now, just using vice grips today, I don't recommend that, but I'm going to be replacing both bolts, and I have another manifold that I'm going to be installing at a later date. It's an original one. I'm going to actually refinish it and restore it, and I'm going to be replacing this one. So today, to get me by, I actually have some manifold gaskets. They're not new, but they're in really good shape, and this is a temporary fix because it's going to take me about 2 weeks to get new gaskets in, and we're supposed to get snow almost every day this week. So once I get this off, I'm going to clean the surface where the manifold meets the engine, install the new manifold gaskets, and then reinstall the manifold. But the next step I have to do is to disconnect the exhaust from the manifold, and then, like I said, I'm going to put new bolts on it too when I Now, don't mind my breath, I'm showing up on camera. It's minus 13 out right now. It's rather chilly. I'm going to get this side off, and I'm going to take the bolts off the other side. 4 studs that hold the manifold on. They're 11/16. Just be really careful. You don't want to snap off the heads. So I'm going to pop off all 4 of those, and hopefully I won't have any issues. One came off, so 3 to go. And that's number 4. This is taking a look at the old gasket. You can see that side's okay. That'd be the front. And you can see where it blew out on cylinder number 4 right here. So that's where it is having the issues. And again, what I'm going to do is clean off this surface, put the other gasket I have on, and then I'll remount this manifold again. This is going to be taken off, and I'm going to restore another one I have, and that will be put on at a later date. But this is to get me by for the snow we're supposed to get over the next week. The gaskets are removed. So the next step is to actually clean the surface there where the gasket's going to go on. I don't want to put another one on with all that. While I'm cleaning it out, I noticed that the front cylinder, you can see that it was leaking there too. See all the black soot on the front of the motor. So this is just showing the old gaskets. This is the rear of the motor, cylinder number 4, so you can see where that blew out. And then working our way to the front, this is cylinder number 1. You can see there's a lot of black soot on it where that was compromised also. So the next step is I cleaned up along the engine block with a wire brush, and I'm going to put the new gaskets on, or new to me gaskets. Again, this is temporary, and in a couple weeks when I get the new ones, I'll swap it over. So the gaskets are on. The next part is to bolt up the manifold again. Just giving them a little snug against the gasket there. You don't want to over tighten them. There we go. And next step, I'm going to reinstall my 2 linkages, fuel line, tighten up my exhaust again, and the intake for the pipe. Tightening everything up, so let's get the tractor started. So I just started the tractor, ran it. That's fixed the issue with the blown intake manifold gasket. One thing again, before I started the tractor, tightened up the intake, reinstalled it, the exhaust bolts, double checked all the bolts going into the manifold, the 4 of them, reinstalled my fuel line, and in other words just went over everything. So it's pretty much reverse. Everything that you take off, put back on, make sure everything's snug. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refinish the new manifold I got from a friend of mine. A shout out to my new buddy Jimmy Jones, who gave me the gaskets to put on here and the replacement manifold. Again, I'm going to restore that and reinstall that, so thanks again. And so this has resolved the issue. So in the near future, I'm going to be replacing this hose, putting a new intake on it, clean it up a little bit, and go from there. Anyways guys, that's how easy it is to replace a intake manifold gasket when you do have a leak. If I wasn't recording the video, this is a job that would probably take about 20 minutes. It's a job that anybody can do on their own in their garage with a little bit of tools. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some updated videos on the old 52 Ford 8N. Thanks for watching.